All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in...
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow, 480. 50.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Switch it. 2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, pick your game up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now to the air. Lock. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11B. Say alpha. 42's the mark, 42's the mark. Get the ball. Mike 42, Mike 42. Don't let him.
Out of the gun. Lock. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 23. From the gun, here's Locke. Benjamin's got it. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Rush in, rush in.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Mike 57. Tighten up, pull together. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On first down, it's Locke. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jesse James hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A run for Nick Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Don't be scared of it. You got to go right here. You got to play big.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chiefs nothing.
Wait. I'm going wide.
50. I got wide.
Hey, go.
50. I'm here all day. Mike's 50.
That's okay.
From the 39, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow. I'm going wide.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Watch.
Hey, Ripple is.
Watch that. Undercrush.
15.
Check, Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Broncos.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
General. Fast. Check 43. Watch out.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Luck now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Block on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Check, Mike 42. You're not ready. Hey, watch it.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Chiefs 14, Broncos 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Benjamin. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Lott. And James has it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jesse James with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wide, get wide. Check 99.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Hey, 43,
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
15.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb powers through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A 61-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Get ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Locke. James has got it. Complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. A shotgun snap for Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Your track.
Let's go, Mexico. Protein spill.
Check out 3. Check. Kill. He's coming. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Luck, screen pass to Lindsey. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensive.
61, matchbox lights.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Campbell making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow. On the line, right?
Wild Bill. Check.
Easy.
Check. Shit.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, 15.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Sunday.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Luck on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. After the interception, it's Love. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third and 11.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, Orbit.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Here we go, here we go. Check, 42's the Mike.
Quo.
42's the Mike. Get him, get him, get him. Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Push him back.
From the gun, here's Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hey, turn it up.
On first and 10, Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here we go. Move. 42, Mike 42. Watch the pass. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Here's Locke. And Allen's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing now, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the